Yeah, yesterday we saw regarding coverage, and second thing is navigation panel and navigation set. And in coverage we gone through all the things like toggle navigator, list and found view, and bookmarks. In navigator we saw how we can set the modules and applications, and how we can toggle the favorites, like how we can store it and make them toggle between all the stars and the total modules and application. And the third one is global set, how we can utilize the global set and how it will be configured, and uh, what it will contain generally. Okay, and where it will set. And today we are going to discuss this gearbox or else personalized settings. We can call it as personalized settings. Uh, let's see what is there in personalized setting. If you observe in personalized setting, you can see so many like home page, wrapper text, compact view, table forms, date and time, split layout, related list storage, and application, updates, time zone, everything. That means basic settings which needs to be applied globally across the mm, all applications, that will be given here. That means if you set here, that will be applied on incident module, problem module, page module, every module. Okay. These are the global settings. Okay. Just we will go through each and everything. What is global settings? If you observe, yeah. If you set to home page, like if you click home, it will redirect to home page, which is set for administrator. Okay. Like this, everyone can set their home page. Initially, we can set the home page to all the people as an administrator, but later they can change according to their requirement. Like if you want reports, you can put the reports as a home page. If you want mix of all incidents, how many incidents created today, and how many incidents related to where based on category, and how many priority one incidents are there. Like that, you can create your own home pages. That we'll see how you can create later. And uh, for time being, just remember home page can be customized by each and every individual, and it can be set by administrator globally to all the people. Okay. That will be overridden by that can be overridden by the people who are using the solution with their own user ID. Okay. And that way here, see how many home pages are there. Like IPL home page is there, APN home page is there, and user home page is there. Like that, we have so many. Okay. And what is wrap long text list column? If you observe here, list of tickets. If you observe the list of tickets, let's see. If you observe this column, short description, this is the lengthy column which is adjusted with the row with more height of the column, like rather than with a more height. That means it is showing, it is trying to show the entire data to the user. That is wrapped in the sense uh, where it's compatible to show to user, adjusted to show to user. If you observe, or suppose if you remove the wrapped long text columns, this structure, see.
So it like hide the short description thing.
Not like that. It will show how much it can show if you remove the wrap. If you wrap it, it will try to show entire thing. Okay. If you observe here, For this 46, it is able to show the short description, right? Entire short description. And it's a lengthy description compared to this enquirer help. This is a small string, this is a big string. Okay. 60 also you will have the big string, and 61 also you will have a big string. If you remove the long text, wrap text and column, that means it will remove the wrapping in column section. If you observe here, for 46 it is showing anything. No, right? 60 it is showing anything. 61 is not showing anything. Like this, we will try to remove all the things. And like not remove, it cannot. The data which is available in the column is not fitting to the column to show. If you wrap it, it will make it fit in the column and it will show entire data by not truncating. It will contain in background, but it will during display it will show only some sort of string if you remove the wrap. Okay.
Okay.
And also, if you observe here, see, if you observe the description, because of wrap, you are able to see everything. If you remove that, see how much you are able to see description. Only some part, right?
Yeah.
Users cannot access email or mail without component. The remaining you are unable to see. Okay. If you enable the wrap text, it will exist in the column and it will try to show everything.
It's showing the same thing.
Now, 1 second.
Anyway, it's better to wrap the thing. If we can open the ticket and see how long is the description.
No, that we can see. 1 second. Give it. Yeah, if you observe here, the short description you are able to see hang when trying to print the user document, need access to sales, preview level. If you remove the wrapping, see, it is a, it can be fit, it can be shown and fit in a horizontal. If you observe here, the horizontal, only in single row it is trying to show. Okay, if it is a big one, it will truncate that and it will show some part only. It will be there, but it will show only some part of the string. Okay.
Okay.
If you observe this,
and in this situation, like all the things are like shifted right.
yeah,
So it's not in the respective column that it should be.
the data will be there, but it will show only some part. If it is a big large string. Okay.
Okay.
Wrapping in the sense nothing here. Just it will what is the data present in that column. It will try to adjust the row height, and it will try to show everything. It's not like it should compulsorily show everything. It will try to show as much as possible.
Okay.
See. Yes. If you observe here, we have a test, some other part of the string like test document. If you yeah, we have some other part. After video document, we have a test document, something string is there. If you wrap it, let's see. I think where is it written? A short description or description? Sorry. Description we are trying. Sorry.
We need to do that on short description because I don't think description.
Yeah, we are not able. We didn't customize our column description column in the form, right? That's why we are unable to. See, this is the enter string this is the data which is available in short description form for the string there. Okay, if you remove the wrapping, let's see. It will try to show. If it is more, then it will show some part of the string to visible purpose. Okay, remaining will be there, but if you open the instance, then only you can able to see anything. Wrapping in the sense. Yeah, it is how, and one more thing, how many columns you are able to see: number, domain, parent, and short description, category created and updated. You are unable to see priority fully, and so many columns are there after that. You are able to see some columns only. It is elaborated in a horizontal way. If you wrap it until if you are unwrapping, you are able to see until priority. If you are wrapping it, let's see how many columns you are able to see. See, you are able to see priority fully. And some or few more columns like state and assignment group you are able to, right? Wrapping will reduce the set the data which is available in the column by increasing the height of the row, okay, and that will show few more columns in addition to the existing, okay. Yeah, and one more thing, you can, if you observe here, how many rows you are able to see? Only 7 rows you are able to see. If you unwrap it, how many are you able to see? 9 rows you are able to see, right? Okay. That means the row height decreases, right? If you unwrap it, because of that you are able to see so many tickets rather than earlier things. And one more thing, compact view. If you enable the compact view, you can able to see 2 more tickets. Until 9 you are able to see earlier. If you enable the compact view, it will reduce the column height, that means row height, and it will show few more columns, few more tickets. You are able to see how many? 11 tickets. Yeah. If you enable wrap again, you are able to see save tickets, 7 only. Okay. This is how you are going to organize your data, how you are going to view the data. You want to see the short description, that means the data in a horizontal, the data presented column in a horizontal way or in a structured way, like wrapped way, like in this way, in a meaningful way. If you want to see more data in compact view or non-compact view, like that, okay. And accessibility not required, and tabber forms. Tabber forms is nothing but if you open any incident. Yeah. If you open an incident, I told you, like this is the incident section, and this is the node section, this is the relate record section, this is the closer information section, this is the message section. You are able to see all in a tab horizontal tabs. Okay, that means if you want, what is the advantage? If you remove the tab form, let's see. If you remove the tab form, just reload it. You are able to see incident module, incident section as it is, and you are able to see node section, and you are able to see related record section, and you are able to see closure information section, not in a tabbed form, in a vertical, one by one. If you are trying to see notes section, you are unable to see related record section. If you are trying to see related record section, you are unable to see remaining sections. This is the, if you want to take a printout, or if you want to take a snapshot or anything, this is very difficult. You need to take notes separately, and you need to take separately this one. And this is the ticket belongs to which, the ticket is of which number you don't know. If you're trying to take some part of the section, if you make it table form, it looks readable and compatible, and it will show all the things in a all the tabs in a horizontal manner. You can switch easily between the tabs.
Okay, I got that.
Yeah. If you want note section, then you will see only note section. If you want related record section, you will get related record section. Along with that, you can able to see. Let's see. You can minimize and you can get all the data, like section data as well as number data. Okay. And the sorting is, just leave it. Alt click plus open link in the form pane, in the sense, just clicking the something link, how it will open like that. Okay, just leave it, not required. And date and time, calendar, time ago, and both. If you observe here, how the data is showing, date, it is showing the date. Why? Because it is date and time set as a calendar format. Calendar format in the sense date plus time. And if you put a mouse over on date, it will give you how many years, how many days ago it is created. 2 years ago it is created. Okay. Currently it is showing date. If you put mouse on that, it is showing the time ago, how many days ago it is created. Okay. If you put time ago, pardon?
When you keep the mouse, okay, 2 years ago. Now I can see.
Yeah. If you put calendar, you are able to see date. If you put mouse over that, you will see in background, you will see how many days ago it is. If you put time ago, in settings, if you put it as time ago, it will show how many days ago it is created. If you put mouse on that, it will show when it is created, the date and all. If you put both, it will show both date and as well as how many days ago it is created. Did you got it?
Yeah.
This is how you can say, like in order to, if you are doing some analysis, how many days ago it is created and like that, it will be useful. It's a global setting.
Okay.
Okay. And one more thing, split layout. Earlier, if you observe, how if you click the list and form view, how you are the screen is splitting vertically, not horizontally, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you see, if you put vertical, it will split in vertical. Okay. If you put horizontal, it will split in horizontal way. Okay. How? It will show list of tickets above, and if you click any ticket, it will show in the bottom. It will show it as a form. Okay. And related list loading with the form and after form words are non-linear. What is the related list loading? Just remove it. Related list loading. First of all, if you consider this ticket, for every ticket, some related records will be there. These are the related records. Task SLA, incidents, or security incidents like that. This is the incident form, and this is the related list. Related list in the head. For suppose if the ticket got created, some SLA is attached to it. SLA in the sense I told you, like prior to one ticket will be resolved, should be resolved in 1 hour, 2 hours. Priority 2 ticket will be resolved in 4 hours. That's it. The time it depends on the customer configuration, customer requirement and our configuration. Yes, consider priority 1 ticket will be should be resolved in 4 hours. Okay. How you will know? Whenever you are creating a ticket, you will configure the priority SLA for that, and that will automatically attach here in task SLA. That means the clock will run here. Okay. Uh, the clock will run here. If you observe, the clock will run here. That means the clock details and everything will be there in some other table. Whenever you open the instance, it will fetch with this it will fetch with the incident number in the clock table and get the related record and show in related record. Okay, this is how what happened. That means whenever you open the instance, it will load all the data which is available in instance, and also with that it will get the data from the other tables and will show in related records, whether it is task SLA, some other instance or security instance or problems or any other. Okay, this is the way how it is loads, form load. If it has to, instance has to get the data from multiple tables, then the form load will be slow, right? We cannot observe it's that much lag, but we do not observe that much lag, but the thing is, it will take some time in milliseconds or some other second. It will try to get the data from some other tables which are related to this instance and will show here. That is nothing but loading actually. It will take some time to load. Unnoticeable time, but let's see what it means. You observe here with the form. If you click the with the form, just it will load. Along with that, this task actually everything will be loaded with the form. The form is loaded, right? The form is loaded, right? In bottom, it is loaded with the form, along with the form. Okay. You are able to notice it?
I didn't see the form. I
This
can
is the
see the form.
You can see the form, right? In the bottom, you will have task SLA and everything. If you load this along with the form, these also will be loaded. If you observe here, see, along with the form, instantly it is loaded. That means it is getting the data, and along with the form, it is also getting the data and displaying it at the same time. Sometimes, if you observe like this, see, along with the form itself, it is loaded. Let's see some other thing, then you will notice the difference. You got it? And if you click set the after form load, just load it. It will load the form first, and later it will load the related list. It loaded form first, and at the end, still it not loaded, right? The task is loaded. Now it is loaded. You observed the lag.
Yeah.
This is after form loads, in the sense the form we require the details in the form first, right? It will load the relevant form first, and then after, if you set it to after form load, if you set it to after form load, it will load the data which is available in the table first, and after that it will get the data from some other tables and will display. That means the form will be loaded immediately.
Okay.
Okay.
What is
Remaining
the
data? Yeah.
what is the purpose of this, like task, SLA, alert, incident, track, security?
That will be different. That will be different. Those are related lists. Related lists in the sense the relevant data will be displayed there. If you consider instance, under that you will have a child instance. Okay. One instance can be mapped with many instances. Okay. The child instance also will have a relation with the parent instance, right? Then you need to show the relationship. That's to show the relationship, we need related lists. That will show the list of data which is related to this particular instance. This will place an important role. We will see later. Don't think about alerts only, incidents only, security only. We will have many related lists. We try to understand the concept. What is the related list?
Okay.
Yeah,
I got that.
Yeah, it's an on demand. If you put the on demand, just load it. The form will be loaded. It will on demand doesn't make much difference. Just remember with the form and with the after the form load. This will place an important. Okay.
Yeah, I got that.
And yeah, some other things will be there here. One second. Let me. Did you got chance to do any practice yesterday?
Yeah, I did all the thing with practice, and I also went through some of the videos from like other website which has like basic thing, like how to create an incident, change the data on the form, and I also did practice on like there was a like
Yeah.
some
If you,
some people can like order iPhone or laptop from the
yeah,
service now.
yeah, that's
That was
that's we call it as service catalog. We call it
yeah,
as
service catalog. Yeah, I went through service catalog and did some videos so that how it happens.
yeah. Our job is to design the things, develop the things. Like if some other people are trying to order something, they need some form, right? How the form will be given to them. That will be a part of it. We, as a developer, we need to get the requirements from the customer and what are the fields they require and what are the choices they require, what validation they require, and how the workflow will be. Everything will be customized by our, okay, from our end. And leave it the application. Application is nothing but it's a scoped application. Sometimes applications will be scoped applications. You
How
can
did
set
we
your
get
work.
application update set? It wasn't there last time I was. How did we get that?
I opened some other. Here some someone done some changes. I guess. You are that's the reason you are unable to see. Okay.
Yeah, in this screen it was unable to see.
In Fiji you are able to see. If you go to Fiji instead of Geneva, okay, you can able to see. If you observe here, application will be somewhat different. You whatever changes you are doing, that you will capture in global application. It's a common for all. If you want any specific application, app related things, application related things for your own application, then you will create a new application and you will capture all the changes in that particular application. Don't worry about the application, just worry about the update set. Update set in the sense, if you observe here, by default you will have the default update set. You can switch here, like the update sets which are in progress, the state in progress, those will you can see here. Let's see. If what you said, default update you set to default update. If you click on information, you will get what are the changes available in the default update set. If you see here, the state is in progress. Which are in progress, you can able to see in update set. Okay. Yeah. You can create your own update set and you can switch to that and you can do your own changes and capture in update set. See, these are the changes they captured. You, if you want to, you can create multiple. You can create instance and you can create problem. You can create change like that. You can create as many update sets. Whenever you are doing respective changes, if you are doing changes on incident, then you can switch to incident application. Update set and start working on that, and you will capture all the changes in incident module. If you working on problem module, you can switch to problem. You can select here problem for problem updates for
Can you
problem.
show me like example how to?
No, yeah, it's not currently even I show to you. You cannot able to understand. Let's see. If you want to see, I can show you. If you see updates it, that's what I'm trying to say. Concentrate on the concept. Currently, what we are discussing. Don't worry about the things. Update set is a separate concept, very big concept actually. See, you asked right. I will show you. In update sets, you have a local update set. You can create your own. Just click there. I'm creating my own. Incident management. I am in incident management. Viewer version 1. Okay. This is my update set.
So how do we know this is incident or change or request?
This is yours, yeah. You need to create. You know, right, what you are going to develop currently. You want to develop incident, then you can, the name is not a compulsory thing. You can give your own name. It depends on your naming convention. If you are trying to implement the incident, then you can give, in order to identify easily, you can give incident management. This is just normal naming convention.
Okay.
You know, people, you know, right, if you are, you have to work on multiple, in multiple modules. Today you are going to work on incident management. You already, once you create it, you can use the same. If you do not have the update set, you can create your own, right, default underscore incident underscore version 1 like that. Not like this, you can create your own, like incident management like that. Then you can use the same to capture the incident. You cannot capture problem related things in incident, right? You cannot capture incident related things in problem, right? That will later you will get confusion. Whatever things you need to provide a meaningful name in order to capture the relevant things.
Hey Jagan, this is Raj.
Yeah.
First of all, can you explain what is update set in Servicenow? Because I don't think, people understands what exactly update set means.
Yeah, sure. Update set. First of all, you got a requirement from the customer on incident problem and change. Deepan, stop me if you are unable to get. You got a requirements from the customer like to implement incident management, problem management, and change management. You done all the changes in the form. Okay, like incident, problem, change. Those you captured all the changes in. You done all the changes. You tested it and it's working well. Later we got a confirmation from the customer like, people please move the changes which you done in development instance. This we call it as instance. This is for let's consider this is in development instance. Same data, same modules and applications will be available in testing cell. You need to move the changes from development to testing cell. For development, you almost taken 20 days of time, and for testing you taken almost 5 days of time. 25 days of effort you put on development itself. Once you got the confirmation, you will do, you will start doing everything what you done in development itself in testing set. Again, you will take 25 days. No, right? First of all, for development, it's taken 6 months. Again, you will take the changes to do in testing set for 6 months. No, right? It will be, it should be very less time. With easily, we can move all the changes which you done in development to testing set. There should be some process. The process is nothing but update set. You will capture all the things in XML file. This is an XML file actually. Okay, it will capture all. These are the changes. See, updates, customer updates. These are all the updates. Okay, 6,875 changes is done. Okay, we capture all the things in XML file. Just you will move export from here. Once you done with your changes, you will make the changes. See, 1 second, I will show. Let's consider test Sunil is the my update set. I move to that. Complete. I made it complete. I done with the changes and I made it complete. Then I can see export to XML. If I click this, what are the updates which are available in the my update set, which I capture, that will be exported in XML, and the same thing I will upload in test instance. No need to do the changes again and again in every instance. Once you done, while doing, you will capture in file, and once you done, you will export that and import into desired instance, target instance. This is the main purpose of update set. Okay. If you want, let's consider all the three you implemented, and customer suddenly told people just move only instant related changes to the test instance. Will you able to segregate the thing if you capture all the things in one update set? No, right? If you capture it separately, then only you can move the things to instant related change to test instance, problem related change to test instance, change management related customization to test instance. If you capture it separately, then only you can move. I'm trying to capture incident related changes in my update set. Jagan, I am V1. Okay.
Okay.
See, let's see. This is not related topic here, but let's see. Don't worry, each and everything you will have a separate module. We need to discuss. But try to understand. I made it submit as submit and make current. That means it will set your update set. Here, if you refresh here, it sets to Jagan I am V1. If you are trying to do changes, if it is set to something default, then you need to select your own update set. If multiple people are working in your project, they need to select their own update set. See, update set is set to this one. Then start working on that. Let's see. I want to do some changes in instant module. Okay. And before this, you refresh it. Sure. If you click this incident update set, you are able to see any customer updates here. No, right? If you start working, you want to start you want to work on any other module, instant module, then you need to select here and then start working on that. I'm creating two new fields. Configure form layout. By name, field, department, choice field, date of joining, date and time. People are able to follow?
Yeah.
Just I created 3 fields.
So they are supposed to be appear on the
captured in our
form.
updates. Appear on the instance form. But what is the use? Appear on the instance form. That will be fulfill one of your requirements. But when you try to move those changes to test instance, it should be there in some, it should be captured in some other XML file, right? That we created our own update set. Then only you can move. Okay, both the things should happen. You see, employee name, date of joining, and some other department field is there.
Yeah.
Okay, let's leave it on the form. Something happened, but whether they captured in your update set or not, just check that. See, you observe here what we created. Inside employee name, date of joining, like that. Okay. These are the changes you captured in your own update set. Once you're done with the changes, just make it complete. Just export it and import it to whichever instance you want, whether it is test instance or product instance, any other instance. This is how we can move the changes. For development, it will take for suppose 2 months or 3 months. For testing, to move it to test instance, it will take 1 hour or 2 hours. That is the time we can save. That is the purpose of update set. Update sets are nothing but those are the XML files to capture our customizations as per our requirement, and that will be useful later to move move the changes between various instances.
Okay.
Got it?
Yeah. Like
Hello?
I got like 50%, but we're gonna talk about this in the future videos. So.
So Deepal, let me see if I can explain this.
People, one small suggestion, don't try to grab everything at the starting point itself. Update sets is a separate concept where even I tell you now, you will not get much more things. It's an update set is a separate concept. How you can create an update set and how you can capture the changes in update set and how you can move the changes between the instances. What is the best practice? What to do if error comes while moving? All the things under update set module. Okay, just think what is update set here. Don't worry about the things why it is and everything. Okay.
Hey, Jagan.
Yeah.
So just for my understanding, let me see if I can quickly explain to Deepal what an update set is, right? So Deepal, let's say you are the Servicenow developer. You have created some changes, or you have modified the incident form, right? You have added the fields and whatnot. You have to move this from the development environment to QA environment, then to production environment, right?
Okay.
The way in which you move is by actually updating your update set, which is nothing but an XML file. So you'll update the update set, then you will export it and import it to the next environment, so that whatever development changes you did in dev is now in QA, and then once the QA is tested, you can then export it again as an update set and then move it to production. Jagan, is that correct?
Yes.
So Deepal, you understood now, right?
Yeah, yeah. It's like completely clear. Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
Don't worry, we will discuss in detail. Just now you know what is update set and how it will be useful and all. If you see the real time, then only you will get. Don't worry.
Okay.
You observe here that what is the time, this is the time, okay. The time zone will, currently if you are in Indian US Arizona time zone, if you want to move to GMT or some other, if you observe here, what is the time? 1824. Okay, if you move to GMT, see, you can able to see the time is changed. The advantage of the tool is if you are moving from one location to another location, no need to calculate what is the time now and everything. Okay. Now, what is the time domain? You can directly switch from here the time zone, whatever time zone you want. Everything will be in the service now. Whatever data, everything will be converted to the respective time zone. The time related fields or date related fields, everything. No need to worry about that. Okay. This is a global change. That means you can work from anywhere and you can work from any country, or you can work from any time zone. Okay. And ServiceNow will also support multi-language. Okay. Multi-language in the sense, for suppose the help desk is established in US, it should be in English. The help desk is established in French. Sometimes they require the help desk should be in French only. If you for suppose Finnish, let's select the Dutch. Let's see how it will show and
Dot.
ServiceNow provided out-of-box fields will be converted to Dutch, but our own fields, custom fields will not be converted to Dutch. That you need to define in multi-language. While creating the form field, you will create in English only, right? You need to create in multi-language. Okay. If you observe here, see the language is changed. This field name, field label, everything converted to the language which you selected. That means easily you can once you develop the functionality, easily you can develop the things in any language. You can simply do the basic customizations respect to the language and all. The help desk will support for every country. I am going back to English. And themes. The final thing is themes. You can, like in Gmail, you will have multiple themes, right? In the same way, you can convert your instance with beautiful themes. And if you want more, you can, by using Cascade Style CSS, you can write your own themes. And don't worry about this domain. Just wait. This is about Gearbox. Just recollect all the things. Like the home page can be shared by the administrator to all the people, but every user can customize their home page. Once they can override your home page which is set by the administrator. And wrap long text in columns, it will compact, it will wrap the data in a column and by increasing the row height. Okay, it will try to show the entire data as much as possible by increasing the row height instead of horizontal, and it will show the list of columns more compared to normal thing, and it will show extra columns also. And compact view, it will make the data compact, and it will try to show more records in the form. Whereas tab form, it will all the tabs will be shown in a horizontal bar. Whereas date and time, calendar, it will show date only, and time ago it will show how many days it is executed. Both will show both. If you hit the board, set the board, it will show date along with the time ago, how much days it is created. Okay, and split layout. How to split your layout? Whether it's vertical or horizontal or any other, like that. Okay. And related list loading. With the form, the related records should be loaded or after form load or on demand. And update set will try to capture all the customization Update sets will be useful to capture all your customization that can be used later to move the changes between instances. Whereas time zone you can switch to any time zone. You can work from any time zone. You can customize your own time zone also. And language. If you want to see our help desk modules, everything in whatever language you want, you can not only this for you can configure many languages. In plugins you will have in whatever additional things you require that will be stored in that will be given as a plugin. You can enable the plugins here. Yeah. You can set with I-18. You'll get all the languages. See, these are the 23 languages which can be supported by the Servicenow till now. You can get more languages also. Just if you want something like Portuguese, you want just open the plugin and it is already. I think it's already enabled. Let's see something. If you open this, you can request here. The active button will be there. They removed actually. So some people it's demo, right? Some people removed it. Here the active or inactive button will be there. You can click that and the language will be enabled. Once you refresh, you can able to see here language form, language dropper. People, did you got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Is that fine? Do you want me to discuss any new topic now?
It's up
No.
to you.
No, I can take 2 or 3 hours also, not an issue. For practice it is fine. You want me to complete the forms administration module?
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Its form administration and list administration is generic one. It is not specific to any intent module or problem module or change module. It is specific to all the modules. Okay. Even you create a new one, the form administration is a generic topic that means that can be that can be used on any particular form. If you want go to create new, if you want to create a new set of fields, okay. Let's see. Formula.
So
Before this,
form administration means like creating new item on the form,
not new item, new fields on the form.
new field on the form.
New fields on the form, organizing the fields and splitting the, beautifying the form, and as well as creating a new section where you are creating all the things, like what types of fields you are creating, like what types of field you can create on the form, what are the advantages, like how we can configure a choice field, how we can create a date field and everything.
Okay. So what I have done was, when you log in as an administrator, you see the window which is different to the window which like ITIL users sign in and the end user sign in. So they have like different window.
Yeah.
So if we make
That's,
changes on the like incident form right here as an administrator, will the ITIL user and the end user be able to see the changes, or we have to do something in order to like make that changes
no,
appear
no,
in the
no, no.
desktop?
Those are the separate roles. Separate roles in the sense you are the administrator, right? You are creating the form and you are modifying the form and you are trying to customize the form as per the client requirement. Those are the admins. Their ITL and end users are they are also like the customers only. Okay, ITL users generally support the help desk team. Okay, ITL is the role itself. They created three different roles in order to support our system, IT service management system. Like one is admin, and let's consider in service now. One is admin, and second one is ITL, and third one is end user. End user means the people who are utilizing your service management tool in order to log a ticket or track a ticket or in order to request a ticket. Where ITL persons are the tickets which are logged in by the end user, it needs to be resolved by some persons, right? And it needs to be taken care by the some persons in order to provide a resolution to the end user. That is nothing but ITL users. ITL users are, ITL is a role that will be given to the users. Those people are nothing but ITL users, and those will work as a help desk people. Okay. Whereas the administrator is the for suppose customer want new field, either ITL person or end user person, they do not do any changes. Why? Because they do not have access to do changes on the form. Only as an administrator you can create a field and build a validation, and you can provide that to the ITL team, ITL and end user team, so that they can use the same thing. These are the roles you can see in our syllabus. In our syllabus copy, you can see in third section, like third point, like roles and administration, roles and roles administration. Okay, roles and users administration. That will give you more clarity. What is
Okay.
a role? What is a who will do the things and all the things. Okay.
So the changes we are going to do right now will appear on the screen of end user and ITIL user.
Everything, whatever changes you are doing as administrator, that will appear for all.
Okay, yeah, that was my question. Okay.
Right click, if you observe here, this is the form. You can see multiple buttons. This is the form. Incident is a section, separate section. Whereas notes is a separate section. Related records is a section. Closure information is a section. Message is a section. And if you observe these buttons, submit is a button. Button or UA, we can call it as UA action. If you hit this UA button, the some action to be performed, right? That is nothing but UA action. And my action is a button like this. The form will contain form buttons as well as field and as well as sections and as well as links. Okay. This we can call it as form links. Okay. Just right click in order to create a new field. Right click on the form and go to the configure and go to form name.
Formula.
Okay. And in a form you will have multiple sections, right? Like incident is a section, notes is a section, related record is a section, further information. All these are sections. You need to, first of all, you need to get the, once you get the requirement, you need to decide in which section I want to create this field. Okay, whether in incident or notes or related records or any other. Okay.
Okay.
Hold on. It's the demo instance, right? People are doing, they're playing with the demo instance.
What is the difference between like Fuzzy and Geneva?
versions. I told you, no, like till now we got
Is the latest version. Yeah, I know that one.
yeah, 7 releases. CG is the earlier version of Geneva. Geneva is the latest version. Before doing any changes, make sure you will select the your update set and application as global, and then start working on creating your field. Just from there,
I didn't get that. What we need to do first?
before doing any changes, you need to select your own update set. Okay. Now currently we are not doing enter development, right? Then you can capture it in the default. Okay, and application should be global.
Okay.
And if you are doing incident management changes, then you need to capture those changes in incident update set. It's not incident update set. The update set which you created to capture the incident changes, incident customization. Okay.
Okay. So right now we are not going to change anything on the incident.
We are going to change. We are adding fields, right? But we are not doing particular full development, right? If you are doing development and you need to move all the changes from incident to test, then you can create your own update set, and that's a project. It's not it's a training, right? That's the reason we are capturing. We are not capturing anything in our own updates. We are capturing in default updates. Whenever we are discussing updates regarding update set, we'll create update set and we'll capture those changes and we'll move the changes from one instance to other instance. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Just make sure whenever you are doing any changes in real-time project, just select your update set in which you want to capture from the drop down. Okay?
Okay.
So
Configure and form.
Jagan, the question is, what are you showing right now? I mean, are you showing how to change an incident or create an incident form, or I think that is the question.
That's what I told you. This is not specific to any incident form or problem form or change form. It is generic. We are discussing. We are taking incident as example form, but we are doing all the form related administration things like creating fields, creating sections, arranging the fields like layout related things. Everything. Here, the basic form is instance. That's the reason we are doing an instance. But these are not related to any particular form. These are common to any. These are common for everything. If you want to create a new form, the same thing you need to do. The same administration you need to do on the new form also. Did that make sense?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't consider we are doing only on incident. The changes will be to be done on incident only. We have to take some example, right? That's the reason we taken incident as example. Form. If you are creating a new form, then no need of all the things. That will be discussed in next session. How to create a new form and all. For time being, just take the existing. Always the customer requirements will be not like create a new form for incident, problem or change. They will give requirement. You need to utilize the things. Most of the times you need to utilize what are the things available in out of box. Incident form is already available in our application. Sorry, in our Servicenow instance. Then why to create a new one? You can utilize the existing thing and you can do the changes on top of that. That will fulfill your requirement. Just configure and form layout, and let's consider need to do changes in instance module. Okay.
I think we have already added employer name last time, so it's already there.
Yeah, sure. The fields are there, right? What we can do, right? Employee name and date of joining. These are the fields. Employee name is the string field. Date of joining is a date field, and before we will create some other thing. Okay. Various fields. department is the choice field. You need to know how to create various fields, right? Yeah. Choice field, and branch is the another choice field, and date of joining is a date and time field. First contract date, take it as a date field, okay, and string field, date field, choice field. You can consider multiple fields like you can select by using shift or control, okay, just move to up where you want. Under date of joining I want, so I am moving up. This is nothing but layout, form layout, we can call it as form layout. And the additional comments are required on under time and date. Just I am saving. Where I created, in incident module I created, okay, just save it. The incident section I created. If you observe here, employee number is a string, it will capture up to 40 characters. Okay. Date of joining is a date and time field. You can able to see both the date as well as time. Okay. Department is a choice field. Okay. Branch is a choice field. Okay. And contract date is a date field. You can able to see only date field. Okay. And additional details is a field. It will capture up to 4,000 characters. It's a long string. Okay.
Okay, I have a question here.
Yeah.
In company and project name there is a red asterisk which means it is mandatory.
Yeah, mandatory.
Is there any way we can make like some to make some of the field that we add to make it mandatory?
Yeah, sure, definitely. We will go to that. Just we complete this and we will see how to make mandatory. Okay.
Okay.
That we are going to discuss actually. In many ways we can make mandatory. For now we will see only one way. Once you are going with scripting, you can go with those things. These are the various fields you are able to observe, right? It is a string field, it is a date and time field, and this is a date field, and this is a choice field. These are the choice fields, and this is a long string. These are the various fields. If you want to change the layout of this form, the screen is split into two, right? How it is split into two parts. If you observe here, and that too, these are created in instance section only. If you want to create some other fields in closure information section, okay. If you want to, whether you need to decide whether you want to create a new field or else you want to use the existing fields also. So many fields are available. Just only few fields are showing on the form. You can, if you want, you can use many fields. Just right click and configure and form layout. And also, I want to do some changes like employee name, date of joining, department, branch and contact details. I want to be under here actually. I want to be, it's like employee name, date of joining at right side, so left side, department, branch and contact date on left side. Additional comments under the project name. Okay, I want to be arrange the form like this. That means I want to change the layout of the form. Just a right click and form, configure and form layout. See, employee name and date of joining, I want to keep like that, and department and branch and contract hire date I want to bring down under payment date. Whereas additional comments I want to come bring under all the things, all the sections. Okay, and sharing. This is nothing but form layout actually. See, the form is layout got changed. People are able to observe, right? Yes,
Yeah,
form
yeah.
layout change.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, employee name and date of joining at extreme left hand, and department, branch and contact date on right side. And additional comments below that. You can able to see now a big stick. Okay. How to split the screen into two parts, like assignment assigned to date of joining a one part and open to contact date as another part, and below after that how you are ending this and again showing it as a horizontal row instead of splitting the screen. For that you will have configure and form layout. If you observe here, these are the columns assigned to date of joining.
So there is a like split in the middle. and-
Yeah. Yes. You're absolutely right. We have something called split and end split. If you observe here, you can have begin split or end split, or also split and end split. The things you can use where you want to split. From assigned to date of joining, you want to be in a single column, and you want to split the screen there. Okay, the screen will be split. See, assigned to date of joining one side, and the screen is split to some other part. From where to where? Open to contact date. Open to contact date, it is split. There you ended actually. Ended the split. So because of that, the other fields coming in a horizontal below that. People, did you got?
Yeah, I got that.
And one more thing, till now you added fields in where? In inside section only. Let us consider
We can add in the closer information.
yeah. We can add in closure information, and also they want a new section to be created for cancel information. What you will do? Just right click, configure and form layout,
Form layout and
select the section whichever you want. The closure information you want something. On selecting the section, you can see the fields which are available. Okay. You want updated and updated by also, or else you want new field closure justification. You want new field in this closure.
okay. That can be string with length.
Yeah, I want large string for justification, right? Some extra information to be provided. Save it.
So it will appear at the last with the like whole screen.
Closure justification. Okay. This is creating new fields. This is adding new field, and we can add existing fields also. Configure, form layout. What we will do, like we will create a new section and we will add existing field instead of creating new field. Okay.
We'll just have to move from left column to like right column.
Yeah, this is the slash bracket which contain all the fields. Don't think if the update close notes field is added to insert and it will not be available for other sections. It is just if you move create by or close by the field to the section, just it will move a copy of that to the section. It will have all the things in slush bucket. Don't think it will be moved from here to there. Okay.
Okay.
And you want to create a new section. Under sections you will have a find a new. If you click that, it will ask the name of the section. You can type it as cancel information. This is our new section. Okay. Our details has cancel reader, the twice field, and cancelled by
Or cancel date.
reference field. Who cancelled? He is a user, right? So again you need to refer user table.
And also we can add split so that it will be split.
Yeah. That I will do. Don't worry. My training will be like that. You can fit multiple things in a single requirement. And we can add updated by who updated the thing. Okay. If you already given the details, next time someone will update, right? Who updated the thing. And cancel justification. Go to the split. Where you want to split? You want to split by cancel, like cancel by. Okay. And you want to end the split. That means these are the left side thing columns and these are the right side columns, and you are ending the split, and on below that split you are displaying the cancel justification and save it. You created your own field, your own section, and added existing fields also. See, new section is there, cancel information, cancel date is there, cancel date is there, cancel by and update by and cancel justification.
Yeah, got that.
You got it right? Like how to create field and how to do the form layout and how to create a new section and adding new fields and adding existing fields and in which section you want in how to add the fields respective to section and here you need to know something like how to create a choices. Okay, you created a choice field. You don't know, right, how to create a choice. These are string fields and date fields.
Right click on the field and
that we can
right click on the field and add.
In many ways you can in two ways we can generally in two ways we can. Okay, employee date and all these are string fields and all, don't worry about those, but whereas department and branch are the choice fields. How we can right click, configure choices, show choice list is there and configure choices is there. In department under HR management science like that, they created someone created. If you want to create, right click and show choice list, configure choices. This is the first way, configure choices is the first way. Okay. Engineering, add and save. You are able to see, right?
Yeah.
1 second.
So the engineering is added to the department.
Yeah, you are able to see engineering, right? Yeah. This is
Right
how we
now,
can. Yeah. This is how we can create things and all,
like,
choices and all. In another way, we can create. What is the advantage of this in this way, and another way, what is the advantage of that way? Okay, just closely observe the thing. Don't worry and don't listen till the end. Then you can get clarity. Don't worry about in the middle. This is how we are able to create the thing. You are not you are just giving the label, the choice which you want. And if you observe here, department is the label actually. It's not a actual thing. Department is a label which will be shown to the customer, and in background if you want to build any validation, department cannot be used. What you have to do to build a validation? So first suppose if you want to build a condition like department is a HR. If you want to build a validation like where department is a HR, then I need to perform this thing. Will you use this department directly there? No, it will not work. For everything, we will have label and value. For field, we will have label and element. For choice, we will have label and value. HR is a label. In background, HR, some value will be different. Department is a field. In background, element will be different. Okay. Choices will have label and value, and fields will have label and element. Okay. In department is a label. If you right click there and if you can see, U underscore department is the label. Just click on that. See, element in instance table, U underscore department is the element of type string and max length of 40. This is the properties of the particular. If you want to build any validation, you need to use U underscore department. If U underscore department equal to HR, then you need to write your own business logic. Okay. These are the outside purpose only. These are to show to the customer or show to the users only. In background, everything will be played by element only. Every validation will be played by, every validation should be built on top of by using element ID only. Okay. Whereas in choices you will have HR, manager, science and engineering, right? These are the labels. If you want to build a validation on HR, though no need to. If you use the HR, it will not work. If you understand, if for suppose if you underscore department equal to HR, if you use this HR, it will not work. Why? Because HR is a label. In background, you need to see what is the value. Okay. Deepak, did you got the point? Let's see how you can configure the value and label, and how you can change the make differ value from the label. You understand, right?
I'm a little confused actually. So why can't we choose like HR on the department? You were saying that we need to do something in order to choose HR.
No, it's not. I'm not saying we cannot choose HR here. If you want to build a validation something, if department is HR, you want to throw some alert, right? Then how you can do? You need to do some coding, right? Some coding. There, how you will check whether if you can able to check department is HR, then only you can throw alert, right? If you use directly department, you cannot get the things. Department is for showing purpose only. You cannot use the department.
Okay.
For department, you will have a tag, handle tag. That is nothing but element. That is nothing but U underscore department. You need to use this one to build a validation. Now you got clarity?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. For HR, you are able to see HR, right? It is a label. In background, we don't know what value we have. Management, we have it is a label. We don't know what value we have. For suppose, if you want something like engineering information section or something like, you will have a big string. You will use the same string in the building the code. No, right? That much big. Every time you need to check that much big string is difficult. You cannot copy and write code as much you want. If you put some other different, like in short notation format, the value, you can check the value. Let's see what are the things and all.
Okay.
You are able to see HR in outside. We don't know what value inside the HR. Okay. These are the labels. You need to build validation on value, not on label. Label it to show. Label is used to show to the customer only. Just right click.
Where do we right
If
click?
if you use configure choices, you can able to give the name, single name that will be configured under choices. If you use show choice list, this is the another way. Just observe. Okay. If you observe, HR is the label. You are able to see HR. You are able to see management. Science is the one. Engineering is the one. These are the labels which you given earlier. By right clicking country choices, we are giving these things, label things. You are not giving value things. You do not have any chance to give value. What value to be present? Whatever you are giving as label, that is configured as label as well as value. If you are doing through configure choices, right?
Okay.
For suppose, if I want to change to HR into something like HR, okay, management thing to management, okay, science thing to small science, okay, and engineering thing to engineering, like this. Whatever I want, I can configure. For the large string label also, I can give a short notation of value. That will be useful later. Okay. If you observe, refresh, reload the form, is there any change in HR is there? For this HR, what I will do, like change to HR. Okay. These are the labels. HR, the management, science and engineering are labels. If you are configuring through configure choices, you do not have any scope to give separate value and separate labels. You need to provide, if you are trying to configure choices from here, you will enter only one string that will be configured as label as well as value. Okay. If you observe here, I change the value to HR, management, science and engineering, but you are able to see here capital HR, management, science and engineering, because only label will appear to the customer. The value will be hidden inside the thing. It will, whenever you are trying to build a validation, like department is engineering, then what you will do? If not on you cannot use, simply use
Hello? What happened?
I think he got cut. Okay, so you understood what he was trying to say?
Yeah, he was saying that label is for like user interface, and we have to have some value so that we can do other stuff from that value.
So it's very simple, right? So let's take for example, it's called a name value pair, right? So let's say for example, HR, right? You can make HR human resources, right? Now, for a customer, they would like to see human resources spelled out, okay? But behind the scenes, the value for that particular label can be HR, okay? The reason is, what happens behind the scenes is if there is a query or if there is a coding that is being written, you don't want to use human resources as the value. You just want to use HR, right? So similarly, let's say for example, let's say in some organizations, right? Let's say the name of the department will keep changing. Okay, so for example, let's say they have a department called IT, right? Now, information technology could be the label, right?
Yeah.
But later on, they might change the department name to global IT. Okay. Now, if they change the department name to global IT, okay, for you behind the scenes, you have to go and change the code, okay, if you use the same name for the label and the value, right?
Yeah.
So for example, let's say you are writing a query and pulling, let's say, give me all the tickets where the value is IT, okay? Now, what will happen is that you have to not only change the label, you also have to go and change that query. You also have to go and change any kind of UI that you have created with that value, right? So that's why what you will do is you will actually have a label, but you will have the value also. So you can always keep changing the label, but you will keep the value the same. This way you don't have to keep changing the code in the background. Yeah. So you can change, you know, IT to information technology or to informatics or to global IT or, you know, software shop, whatever, you can keep changing the label, but behind the scenes the value is the one that the system really wants.
And which is constant if we
which is constant for all development, query, UI, everything.
Okay, yeah, I got that.
Yeah, Deepak, can you make me a presenter?
Sorry?
Can you make me presenter?
How to do that?
Just right click on his name and say presenter.
Is it okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, if you observe here, we change the values and we keep the labels as it is. The thing the user can able to see only labels, not the values. The labels are for the purpose of customer. Whereas the value is for our purpose. You can give a short notation that can be used to build any validation. Later you can change anything on the label. If I want to change the HR1, HR to HR1, just I will click change the label to HR1. Whatever validations I build, that cannot be that no need to change anything in the validation. That will automatically through. But the label will just appear to customer as what we configure.
Okay.
Okay. I can see HR1. It appearing as HR1, right? No need to change any background values which I defined on value, not on. No need to change any values which I depend on value, not on a label. Label is independent, HR is independent. but
Okay.
label can be changed to anything, but value plays an important role. The mapping which is present with the label and value. Okay.
Okay.
If you are configuring through configure choices, we do not have any option to give two things, like what will be the value and what will be the label. You can give only one string that will be configured as label as well as value. Okay. Is there some other way we can configure our own thing? Okay. Like value as separate thing and label as separate thing. Just right click. See.
So I see.
Yeah, I was hello.
Yeah.
I was done with department. I will configure for branch.
Branch.
How I will configure and let's see. Okay.
Best way is to like go with the SWOT choices.
I'm changing HR1 back to HR, and under HR I want branches as HR1 and HR2 or something. Okay. Sub choices. Just right click and show choice list. Okay, someone is playing. Someone is creating these things. Okay, fine. Okay. In order to create under record branch, just I will right click and go to show choice list. There I can click new. Here you want to select the table. In which table you are trying to do? It's an incident table actually. Okay. So you need to select incident table and label and value. Label I want it as HR1. Okay. And value as 1. I can give 1 also. You can give whatever it may be. Okay. And sequence is 1. Sequence in the sense in which order it has to show. Just I will save it. First record you need to save it. Why? Because then only you can able to see insert and state. If you want to configure multiple choices, okay, then first save the first record instead of submit or update. Just save the first record, and then you can able to see insert and stay. Insert is to insert the new record. Insert and stay is you will insert a record and you will stay for another record. Okay. I done with HR, right? If you observe here, I done with HR1, but I want more configuration, more choice. Then what I will do, right? I want HR2 and the value is 2 and the sequence is 2, and right click and insert and stay. Okay. If you observe here, you can able to see 2 choices, HR1 and HR2. And the second thing is management, right? Management. Here I will create management 1 and 1. This is the sequence of 3. Insert and stay. And I want to see engineering things. Okay. And I want science. I will leave it just like that. Just update it. Now you can see all the things. So, for management, I want to give yes. If you are going through configure choices, you are able to give only one string that will be configured as label and value. If you are going through show choices, you can able to configure whatever value you want and whatever label you want, whatever sequence you want. Okay, this is the way we can configure the choices. Okay, let's see how it looks and all. We'll create new under department. I can able to see HR, management, science and engineering. Under branch I was able to see HR1 and HR2, management and management, engineering 1. But I want branch to be dependent on department. If I select department as HR, I want branches only.
HR1 and HR2.
Yeah. If I select the department as HR, I want branches only belongs to HR. If I select management, I want branches of management related thinking choices. If I select engineering, I require only engineering choices. This is how, that means branch should be dependent on department. This is called dependent choices. We call it as dependent choices. Okay. In order to make it dependent choices, what to be dependent on which one? Branch to be dependent on department one. Then on branch you right click that and go to configure dictionary. Specify on which thing it has to depend. Okay. Under dependent field, use dependent fields checkbox. Then you can see all the fields here. Select the dependent. Department is your field, right? Select the department. Yeah, select the department and say update it. You made branch as dependent on department. If you are selecting department as none, you are able to see all. Why? Because branch is dependent on department. Department is not selected anything. Because of that, you are able to see everything. You made field level dependency. Field level dependency means you made it as branch is dependent on department, and you need to do choice level dependence also, like HR1 and HR to be dependent on HR, and management one to be dependent on HR choice of department. Sorry, management of choice of department, and the engineering choice of branch to be dependent on engineering choice in department. You made branch level, field level dependency, but you didn't make any choice level dependency. In HR, you done anything like if you select a department as HR, only HR1 and HR has to show like that. You done anything? No, right? You need to do choice level dependency also. You made field level dependency, because of that the dependency is created, but we didn't define any choice level dependency. For department HR, only HR1 and HR2 be shown in branch. For management, it has to show management 1. Like that, you didn't specify anywhere. How to specify that? See, how to specify and all. Let's see. Go to create new and go to the branch and select the choice list. Open the HR. These are the branch choices. Okay. The HR1 and HR2, I want to show when department is HR. Okay. This is the choice of the branch. Okay. You understand branch in the sense? This one, branch. You understand branch. Okay. It should depend on which one. Here you can find dependent value. It is to depend on which value? It is to depend on department HR value, not on label. You need to keep the value, respective value of the HR label. Here, just save it. Okay. Just remember, every time you need to use the value only, not to the label, not the label. Label is for outside purpose only. Validation purpose and all, you need to use value. See, just refresh it. Now you are able to see. If you select the department as HR, you can able to see HR1, because HR1 is depend on HR value. branch is depend on department. HR1 choice is of the branch is depend on HR choice of department. In order to create a dependent choices, initially you need to create a dependent choice. So initially you need to create field level dependency by going to configure dictionary and selecting the department field as dependent field, and later in order to make branch choice as depend on department, go to the choices and select the put the dependent, update with the dependent value of the department on which value it has to depend. Okay, you done right, just update it. Like this, how many you can, it will be difficult. Let's see how fast we can do. Right click and show choice list. In gear box, you can select dependent value. Go to that and move that to beside that label. Just work. Click. If you observe here, HR1 is the choice in branch. HR is the value of that department. HR1 is depending on HR1 is the value one of HR branch is dependent on value HR in department. I want the same. HR2 also should be dependent on HR1. Then what I will do, get the value and just go to here, right click, double click and paste here. Okay. If you want management to be dependent on management, then get the management value, department value, and the choice dependent value update here and management. Okay. And get the value for engineering one to be dependent on engineering. Engineering is the choice in department. Get the value of the engineering from the department. Engineering ENT is the value of the department. Just put the value here. Just remember one point, in order to make dependency between two fields, what is the parent, what is the child. You need to create a dependency relation. Go to the child and create a configure dictionary and select the parent as the dependent field. And the second thing is, go to the choice of child and what are the child choices to be dependent on parent. Open the choice and put a dependent value here. That will solve your problem. Just refresh the form and select the HR field, HR choice. What are the choices depend on HR? What are the choices depend on HR? HR1 and HR2. That I have to show here. And select the management. What are the choices depend on management? Management 1. Yes. What are the choices depend on engineering? Engineering 1. Okay. What are the choices depend on science? Did you define any choices? No, right? So it is not showing anything. This is how we can make the dependent choice. Deepal, you are able to get something? Hello?
Yes.
You are able to get it right. In order to in order to make dependency between two fields, you need to select which is the parent and which is the child. Go to the child and go to the dictionary, configure dictionary. Okay. And in configure dictionary of child, you will have dependent field tab is there, section is there. There you need to go and select the use dependent field checkbox. Check the checkbox. Then you will get all the fields. Select the parent field here. This is the first step you need to create to make the dependent field. What field to be dependent on which field? Okay. Which field to be dependent on which field? What is the child and what is the parent? This is field level dependencies. First, before that, you need to create choices in both. What are the choices you require in both parent and as well as child? Configure all the things. Okay. Later, create a dependency between fields. Later, create a dependency between choices. This is the 3 steps you need to follow. Configure the choices individually for the parent and child, and go to the child and go to the dictionary and select the parent as the dependent field, and go to the choice list and select the label. Then select the choices to be dependent on which value of the parent. Just copy the value from the parent here and paste it here. You can select shift. You can update all the things by using single click like that. Just mouse click here and hold the shift key and drag it down and right click and double click. You will get, if you observe, if I update HR, it will be update all the things with HR. Just drag it and select. You can update like this.